Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see the way, yeah, go ahead, you can bang Everton's ground on Bramley-Moor, Docklow, right down there, bang. Why? Because that's going to be a football stadium for that district. And that's going to be the concert arena, football stadium and everything else for that district. Understand what I mean? Everton's ground's not just a football stadium. You'll understand that in the future. It's going to be accommodating all sorts of public events. Who for? That district. Will it be a good thing? I think we're going to need it. I think it's needed. And they know it's needed. Why? Mass immigration. They won't be able to control nothing if there's no borders. They need to isolate, like in prison. When there's no districts or little cities or whatever you want to call them, let's call them districts prison wings. And when it goes off on that prison wing, they can isolate it from overspilling into the other prison wings. Do you get what I'm saying? So they can lock off that one wing and let the other wings be normal. Still go to work, still feed, still get out and still need to do what they do within their community. They've isolated this now and they're completely locked off. And with the technology that they've got coming, you know, what's saying you're not going to get, instead of having concrete walls and metal fences, you've just got a line of drones that when it's going off its cake in there, they just go zoom and you just go 1,000 drones in front of you with fucking spray on it. Every time you try and get near them, CS sprayed by a fucking 1,000 drones. I know it's far-fetched and it's, you know, it's right down there type of thinking, but I always think right down there. It could happen. Are you sitting there saying that had never happened? Why couldn't that happen? They've got the technology, they've got the ability, and trust me, if they started using that, no one would fuck. We're all used to a little shitty helicopter. They won't even use a fucking helicopter. But all these could happen, couldn't they? If you broaden your mind and have a little, you know, be optimistic about what could and what may not. You see, your perception of things can differ, can't they? I can really see that type of shit happening. I can really see the biometrics at the end of your estate. I wouldn't even be surprised if you try and make your district resemble a posh estate, a closed posh estate, an entrance. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like a zoo. You come in, oh hi, you're okay? You know, like a fucking gate or a prison. It's what it is. It's just, that's how we're in a prison. And the sooner you understand that you're locked in this shit place, the sooner you understand you just got to get on with life and be as comfortable as you fucking can. Honest. Without making the prison you're in more secure. This prison you're in, you think you're free, don't you? It's fucking mad. You can't spend the money when you want to. You can't drive where you want to. You can't even eat when you fucking want to these days, but you still think you're free. And it doesn't get better than this. This is the best. It's the best it's ever going to be until you pass through. Naturally, not by ending it. You know, from here, mate, if you start thinking you can challenge the system, you get put in prison. If you start thinking you can challenge the system in prison, they put you in the segregation unit and they'll leave you there to rot. Won't give a fuck about you. You all think that, like, you just got to understand what they can do to us if they wanted. You just got to understand what they can do to us if they wanted. You see them 90,000 kids in prison now? They can make you disappear. Out of them 90,000 people, they can say, oh, we discharged him. Do you think we haven't got them dark forces? Do you think, like, we've just got the army and we've just got MI5 and we've just got special branch MI6? Is that what you think? We've got James Bond. We have got killing teams. Not us, the governments. The governments have got people that can turn up to your place and make it look like a criminal's killed you. Honest. Make it look like a burglary. Hit you once, you're dead, but they'll make it look like a burglary. Honest to God, mate. You know when Russia's getting blamed, you know when you're seeing all these agents getting found in suitcases and shit in £1 million apartments in London, straight away the government say it's Russia. It's not fucking Russia. You know when that stockbroker got shot in his garden years ago, that fucking John down Essex in Kent or something. A big fucking millionaire got took out in his garden and they blame Russia. It's the British government, mate. Naughty, the government, you know. This government's naughty. It's why they own the fucking world for most of it. They've never done that kind. Sabotaging fucking governments in other countries and that, making them fall, overturning them, like Ukraine. It's the only reason we're invested in Ukraine now, with this much dough in this many years. Because we helped overthrow the government in 2014. Don't you remember when you're seeing the fucking man bailing on a fucking helicopter? Don't you remember when it looked like all Russian forces were in Crimea and you're seeing the fucking president just go phew, and they were saying it's Russia, it's Russia. It fucking wasn't. It is now, they're in there now having a bash, but back then, you mightn't be able to remember it, but I can because I was caught up in that. I've been caught up in this like mad space of mad shit right through my jail and that. So I was caught up in it, and what you had is, you'd have like an army just enter Ukraine and invade the presidential palace. The president got on a helicopter, you could see it all. He got on a helicopter with his bird and just fucking bailed. I don't even think he's been seen since, to be honest. But from him, you got this fucking kid who's in now. That was the overthrow of the Ukrainian government in 2014. But the British and the NATO were saying the overthrow was by Russia. It fucking wasn't. Anyway, let's leave that there, because in Ukraine you've got loads of women and children getting absolutely fucking... Their life's just getting harmed, isn't it? Same in Russia, but not to the same extent. And I'm just on the fence, aren't I? I'm not on the fence when it comes to protecting women and children and the future. I'm on the fence when it comes to... I don't care if you support them or them. My interest is this. So don't get offended if I'm speaking about certain places. You know, I've always got empathy for the loss of life in these places. Palestine, Sudan, here, Ireland, Spain, Ukraine, Darfur, South Africa. There's kids and women getting fucking killed all over the gaff. No one gives a fuck. They're just all caught up on that who do you support. And that comes through the division they've implemented in us. You've got to pick a side. You've got to pick a side, left or right, red or blue. And you see that signalling, that symbolism all the time, don't you? That division, that symbolism, division. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Labour, Conservative. Labour, Conservative. The red car and the blue car had a race. Do you understand what I mean? Just reaffirms the division. Voting is to make us feel we have a say. It's bull. You've got a say. You've got a say in... You're just not on it. All of us aren't on it. Like the posh boys are on it. So when you're seeing them chambers with politicians and all this shit, they're just posh people using their head to get in power. Poor people can do it if they have the funding. Like I said, look at Tommy Robinson. Never been in politics as a way of... He's been in politics as an investigative journalist, if you like. But he's never been in politics as a politician. Right? He's got no experience at all. He's got nothing. You know, if Elon Musk starts backing him with his billions, he will be the Prime Minister of this country. Why? Because the money will get you in power. And that's the only difference with all them. You can fuck with that. Above that you can't fuck with. We can all fuck with the political process in this country. Above that we can't. No one can. That's a difference. This Starmer and all these lords and all these fucking idiots, that's what they are, idiots, all of them. Above them, not even King Charles. Above King Charles is where the real fucking people are. He's just a puppet, Prince Charles, like his mother was. And I'm not saying this to offend no one. I'm not saying this to offend no one. It is what it is. That's how it is. And for you to think it's not that way, it's a little bit immature, yeah. And anyone can influence the political structure and take power on the streets. Anyone, you're witnessing it now. Look at the Muslims. They've been doing it for 15, 20 years. That's why they're in the political structure now, all over it. In most of the powerful positions, because they've been on it. Money can give you the power in this country. And if you've got the money of the richest man in the world, you're getting in power. And there's nothing they can fucking do about it. They're trying to stop it now. For years, Labour and the Conservative governments have been getting donations off millionaires and billionaires from all over the fucking place. Yeah, they were UK residents and now they're living down there in Monaco, but they're shifting billions or 5 million to the Labour Party to make sure they get in power. So his mates and his thing get a little rub down at the end because their business is going to be involved somewhere. And this is what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. So what they're trying to bring in now, you'll hear it start popping up on the news. We don't like foreign intervention within our political structure. Oh, you liked it all of a sudden, but now because Tommy Robinson and Elon Musk is all of a sudden, you don't want foreign investment in the political structure in this country all of a sudden. Because they know. Couple of billion off Elon Musk to fucking Tommy Robinson. He's getting in power. So they're trying now to rush through legislation which prevents Elon Musk, because he's not a UK resident, interfering and sending money. But they're clever men. They're clever men. You've probably got someone on the team already resident here and they'll just bang the billions into there and go, yeah, you do it for me. Now, if Tommy Robinson was managing to get funding down there in this country off all them people, which were billions, and it got him into power, he wouldn't get there. Why? Because the people donating him would get targeted. The people that are trying to get him into power would just be fucking harassed by the establishment. Because there's no way they want him in power. But he can't do that if he's backed by Elon Musk. They're not big enough to hold Elon Musk to account, and they all know they're not. That Prime Minister can't hold Elon Musk to account. Are you fucking mad? Don't think he can for 1 minute. There's a reason why all these little idiots from Europe, all your Prime Ministers and all these knobheads from right round Europe have been flying to the White House. They've been told, here, Thursday, 5 o'clock, make sure you arrive. Oh yes, okay. It's what you're witnessing right now. And there's been a few of them shouted at, and a few of them have got a little bit cheeky, because they're in the gang. You do understand? The NATO, the European countries are like a little gang. Starmer, France, Germany, not Italy. They're on the other thing, aren't they? They're on the Christian thing. Hungary, Christian thing. All the other countries are on this either no religion or religion of a different kind. As I said yesterday, mate, I can see it going. I can see at the end of this little 30-day period going right off. I can see it going right off. Why? Because I'm looking at the posturing, and I'm looking at Starmer and all these fucking idiots that haven't got a clue what they're fucking doing, posturing to Trump. Not a good thing, that lad. Since I've grown up, I've always understood that we're just an airport for America. Do you understand what I mean? We're an airport for America. So if America wants to go to war with China, which it may do, they need a base, and that's what we are, a base. If we say no to America, they'll just run through us and go, don't be fucking daft. We're nothing to America, never have been. Him posturing, standing, oh, we've got 30 countries standing. Do you think America give a fuck, mate? I can see America coming through us, you know. If Starmer doesn't back down and do as he's told. If Starmer doesn't stop the immigration. If Starmer doesn't stop all this mad shit that he's stopping in America. He's getting fucked off. So if Starmer keeps on aligning the cultural needs of the people and that with Europe and not with America's Western values, we're getting fucked off by America, and he won't give two fucks. Trust me. Why? Because he needs the steel. He needs that tungsten steel, mate. And this country's full of it. And if they're going to war, and the world's at war, and they need new arms and new bullets, and Little Britain's full of tungsten, they're not getting it off China. China's already stopped it, haven't they? China's just put like 50% tariffs on tungsten steel, and that's where America got most of the tungsten steel. And they only started getting it from there because Britain ceased production of the tungsten steel. Hence all people losing their jobs all over the gaff. Now they're going to have to bring it back into play. Because they need the bullets and shit like that. Anyway, that's a bit fucking... That's over there somewhere, isn't it? 313 people in here. Hope you're good. Choose a life, not a knife. Darren Gee. It's a weekend. You're probably not used to hearing me discuss certain topics that you've just heard, but that's the way it is with me. I'm maturing. You got Mick saying, what's the crack with the fight? What fight? Yes, Stacey. D. Scouse Cat. Jack. Marks. Nice one, lad. I'm still here, not going nowhere. I'm a bit hungry though. I had that porridge early this morning, didn't I? With a egg butty. Or an egg sandwich. Yes, Reagan, Brandon, Alan, and Gina Mac, KK. So I bought myself a chicken. I might just strip that down and have a nice chicken breast. Let's have a look at the kip of them. Oh, say nothing, lad. The fucking state here, mate. What's up, Connor? Jojo, you good, mate? How are you, Jojo? Forgive me, people. It is what it is. I just can't be arsed, you know. Eating chicken with a fork. Yes, Donna. Jojo. I am Marky. Just thinking how the fuck them dads can deal with that, mate, and keep themselves fucking strong and shit. You know, the Southport dads. And any other father that's had the daughters and that. I've not experienced this shit, and I hope I don't. Fuck that. You can see the pain and the sorrow in their eyes when they're trying to remain strong on the camera. And them cameras, mate. How the fuck? Why do you even want to interview the parents of something? Like, why do you want to encourage them to fucking come out and get traumatized up to fuck? 'Cause that's what you do every time you speak of it. It's like I didn't know I had like deep problems with trauma until I'd done a documentary with Panorama. You know Panorama on BBC One? They got in touch with me years ago and said, we're doing a documentary, will you take part in it? So I said, yeah, go on then. And it was to do with, you know the young girl that was murdered in Liverpool? Olivia Corbell. So I was in that documentary. And during the documentary, they took me to the exact spot. So I was sat in a car with them, similar type multi-purpose vehicle. And they took me to the exact spot where Craig was shot dead. Wow. Just mad. Never recovered for months, mate. And that's when I first knew something deep there with you, with that reaction. Never recovered for it, and it went scatty off it and that. Fuck that, mate. I can't even think of how them dads are like. You just stop thinking about that. It's making fucking mad, isn't it? Our country's shit in the sense that it can't do nothing right, can it? Simple things they just can't do, can they? Collect bins, deliver milk to your doorstep. Remember we used to get that when we were kids? Well, we never. We had to go out and snatch bottles of milk and that. 14 years of the Tories. You can keep on blaming the Tories all you fucking want. The damage in Liverpool is Labour. Why? Because we've had a Labour council all our fucking lives. And look at the shit heap we're in. Blame Conservative all you fucking want, rat. Obviously, not hating on you if you're a Labour supporter, but open your fucking eyes, kid, look at the damage they've done. You're saying 14 years of Conservatives. Why? Because Tony Blair kicked in, set the motions off, come out of power and let Conservatives take the shit on the chin. That's why. Tony Blair started this process off. And where does Tony Blair sit now? What's Tony Blair's position in the world? He's the head of the WEF now. Anyway, what you're witnessing now, you're all running around. Vote reform. Do you understand what reform done? No? Reform stole Conservatives' vote on purpose to get Labour in power. And that's what they're going to do this time round. So Labour stay in power so they can implement what they started. If I was yous, I'm not going to vote. Don't give a fuck, mate. As long as my kids are safe, that's what I care about. If you're going to vote, vote Conservative. Trust me. Yeah, they might be shit, but they'll stop what the fuck's happening. They weren't able to stop what was happening because they couldn't overrule certain laws that Tony Blair had implemented. So they just had to suffer the shit. The same rules that Starmer can't fuck with now are the same rules that Blair brought in with Starmer's help as a brief. Just go and look into it, it's not a conspiracy theory. Again, the jail. It was an eye-opener from in prison as well for me when I seen what the Blairs done to this country from within prison. You mightn't be on it because you never seen what happened in prison when their handover changed. So every time you get a new political party, the system changes a little bit, alters a little bit. Certain things, they put their little stamp on it, if you like. So when Tony Blair's got into power, madness happened in the prison system. Why? Because all of a sudden, there's privatisation. Before he got in power, every prison would have a shop. And the screws would take you to the shop and you'd be served by a screw behind the counter. And you'd be looked after and you'd put a little bit of money in a kitty, every prisoner, and at the end of the year the wing will get spruced up, you get pool tables, you get things like this. The nurses and everyone was all NHS staff. Proper NHS staff all working in the prisons, looking after the inmates. Boss it was, considering you're in prison. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tony Blair gets in power. Within a month, he's closed all canteens, all the shops in the prisons. He's shut down and give the contract to a company called Aramach. The same company that's got the contract right now on Everton's football grounds, food. Sherry Blair has got a 51% stake in that company. Tony Blair's wife. Cherry Blair purchased a 51% stake in that Aramach company a year before Tony Blair got into power. The minute he got into power and gave Aramach that 20-year contract, his wife became a billionaire overnight. And that's when I knew politics is corrupt. Then we started getting all the English-speaking nurses were non-existent. Now we've got nurses from Nigeria that can't even speak a fucking bit of English, looking after inmates, nursing them when they're sick, telling them they need sick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right through the prison system when Tony Blair came in, every normal speaking nurse was took out and it was flooded with foreigners on fake qualifications. Fake qualifications, you know. Still to this day, what are they doing? They've got colleges on the internet. You've got loads of these people on purpose going into these colleges, gaining nursing qualifications like that. Why? Because there's a big money man at this end going, here's the answers. Fill it in, send it back, we'll get you a job down there. Economic slavery it is. And they're just replacing the politicians. You got Jason saying a rude word, let's just fuck him off, mate. You got breath like your ma's arse, lad. It stinks. You're fucking the whole room up. Get out. But don't think everything I'm saying, like, literally, this is just me, my angle. Some things I've told you, like the Matrix and all, you can't get away, it's fact. That chicken was nice. I haven't bought one of them chickens for ages and ages. But I've just bought a whole chicken, you know, already cooked. I used to buy them every weekend. Before my children came along. I love my kids. Do you love yours? Do you reckon that saying is your heart's fonder when you're the distance, or what did he say? I would anything for my 3 boys. Would you though? You're saying you would do anything for your 3 boys, but are you doing everything? Not anything. Are you doing everything for your 3 boys? I'm not hating on you, mate. I'm just saying. I'm just like, I'll do anything for my kids. Yeah, you'll do anything for your kids, but are you doing everything for your kids? Does that make sense? No? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Nice one, lad. That's what it is, that one, yeah. I'm doing everything. That's what I'm saying, lad. I'd die for my kids. Straight away, they've got to, I would. But while you're here, you're doing everything for your kids. We know the ultimate sacrifice you'd make for them. But are you making all them little sacrifices that are important? Got the trolls in, people. Craving attention. Fuming because I've got it. I've got it for the right reasons, mate. Not for the negative things. I haven't got attention because I've got people scared. I haven't got attention because I'm a drug dealer. I haven't got an attention because I'm part of this gang or that. It's not even me that's got the attention, to be honest with you. So I don't know why you're hating on me, you little weasel. It's the message. Choose a life, not a knife, is what's bringing the attention towards me. I'm just delivering. Everything that comes towards me is coming towards choose a life, not a knife. You should try living accordingly, lad, instead of trying to manipulate how you're living. You're a helmet, aren't you? There's loads of them just come in. T Banks 420. Follow for more, road to 10k. You don't get out of here, you silly little pothead. That's why the world's fucked, Tommy B. Because of potheads like you. Too far gone, lad. Gone with the clouds. Yeah, but I have mushrooms, so I'm more in touch with the universe. No, you've had mushrooms. That's why your head's fucked. Just get out my life, lad. Can't entertain delusional individuals such as yourself. Let me help you. Let me close the door behind you. How are you, Marcus Adams, are you good, mate? Everyone else that's kicking in there. Sorry for my abrupt, shutdowns to some of these little weird people. We got Ali Germani getting in me live. Let's see what he wants.
How are you, Darren?
I'm fantastic, Johnny. How are you, Darren? How are you, Darren? Like an Arabic prayer, wasn't it? How are you, Darren? How are you, Darren? Fucking great, lad. How are you, mate? Nothing great in your pink box. The fuck was he in a box? A pink one? That's what it looked like, didn't it? Little pink box. How are you, Lana? I love it when you knock on doors. Some love it, some fucking don't. If I knock on some doors, they wish I hadn't. Trust me, kid. What's up, Wardy fella? Having a little giggle there, lad. Hey, tensing the pecs and that. Ish. You know. I need to put the battery on, but I don't know where the battery is. You find it. Down the line. Why do I want to jeopardise them by engaging with that? No thanks, mate. But yeah, go and ask fucking Brett May. Go and get on Brett May, lad. I'm convinced Brett May will go to Spain in 3 days and just absolutely punch the shit out of him. Honest to God. He doesn't have to go and get ready for 6 months for big Brett May, does he? He does for big Darren Gee, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Brett May's a decent kid, isn't he, from the northeast? He gets a bit of bad language off people and that, doesn't he? But get on fucking Brett May and get him. I'm sure he'll go there instantly and make a come. I can't waste my time with idiots like that, mate. I've wasted enough time in prison. Why do I want to waste 1 or 2 years with this cunt? He's tried his hardest since 2018, lad. Given the best advice he was going to get off anyone yesterday. And he's not took it. Why? Because he's still writing me off over there, chatting his shit, isn't he? Making excuses of why he shit himself. Listen, lad. If I'm screaming at you, come on, let's get it on, come on. And you're just sitting there dead quiet, idiot, blanking me, but then you just think, you know what, okay, let's call the cunt's bluff. Come on, and you go, alright then, I'll be there in a week. No, I need 6 months. I'm not ready for you, I need 6 months, I've got to train, I've got to do this. Just shut up, you fucking dickhead. That's what you're going to say about me, aren't you, lad? Put yourself in my shoes and you've got a helmet like that doing that. You call his bluff and he absolutely parcels it. I need 6 months, do you? Well, you should have thought about that when you were screaming you were ready for it 24 hours ago, shithouse. Dragged me out of me peaceful, tranquil space. For fucking what? Shithouse. That's why it's not a fight. That's why it was never gonna go. He was dead. He was irrelevant on social media. Like every time he's dying off, he needs click. Who does he use? Mr. Relevant Darren Gee. And I'm not relevant to everyone, but I'm fucking relevant to him. He's not relevant to me. I don't behave like him. I don't take drugs like him. I don't target women like him. I don't manipulate, deceive, or fucking use other people's kindness as a way of committing acts of violence towards other people. I don't do nothing. I'm just not like him on any level. It doesn't matter how much he tries to compare himself to me. He's always wanted to be me. Putting the shades on his lives, putting caps on. You're seeing it less now because I haven't been doing all that. But back in the day, he was just imitating me. If I'd done a video back in the day like 2019, encouraging the kids not to participate in... I'm not lying. I'm not saying this to hate. This is what he was doing. If I'm screaming at the kids, don't pick up guns and stop drug dealing, it's gonna fucking ruin you and all that. Within hours, he's coming out and doing videos going, yeah, drugs, you make money, get guns, da 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 da. You know, but he's doing it because of what I've said. He's counteracting it. Why would you want to do that? Look what I'm screaming at your children, and then look what he's screaming at your children. Do I need to say any more? Look how I'm behaving and acting, and look how I'm speaking, and look how I'm coming across in front of your children normally now, without dickheads like that provoking me. And look what he's doing. Who do you want your 18-year-old kid listening to? Me or fucking that? And this is what you've got to value in life. Who's going to influence your kid towards the right way of life, and who's going to influence them towards the negative way of life? I know where I am in the whole position. Don't give a fuck where he is. I try to consider him. I try to give him a little bit of constructive. And he's just going to try his hardest to drag. Why? It's the only reason he's getting engagement right now, is this subject. The only reason people are locking in and it's going off its cake over there, and he's doing his little snide training videos to make them believe that he's getting ready for a fight in 6 months. When I've told you all, it's not happening. He got a ton on his toes in 218 for the posts he put up, never turned up. 219, never turned up. 220, never turned up. 2022, Birmingham, never turned up. I was sat on my live feed for 6 hours at the destination that was an hour and a half away from where he was, and he was in a 40 grand car flying all over the place. It would have took him 90 minutes to get where I was. He never sat there for 6 hours. Goes to jail, everything goes quiet for me, I can get back on with my life. Comes back out of jail, bang. Even when he's in jail, locked off in his phone and he's twisted, nothing to do, no one wants to speak to him, all the birds jogging him on because he's a helmet. Let's harass Darren. And it's been going, ongoing. I'm not so... You know when someone develops a hatred for you? Hey, listen. It's like love. When someone develops love for you, it gets stronger, gets more obsessive, gets more possessive, especially when they're not yours. If you fall in love with someone and then that someone's with someone else, you feel the craze, you want it, you're watching, aren't you? It's the same with hate. Now, he hated me from the get-go for whatever fucking reason. I can only put it down to I refused to collaborate with him. That's how I started with him. Done him that I never worked with him, basically. Now, when you develop that hate 8 years ago, 2018 we're talking about, right? When you develop that hatred for someone, what the fuck is that hatred going to be like 8 years later? And during them 8 years, when his hateful weren't as intense and as possessive and as obsessive as it is now, he's been attempting to derail me every time. And he's derailed me, but I've come back. Imagine what that's doing to him. Derail me, come back stronger. Look what he's done this time. Derailed me, and in his process of derailing me, derailed himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now what he's trying to do is cling on as much as he fucking can Why? Because the people that have been supporting him are realising what a piece of shit he is. When everything's going great, you don't see the true individual. When shit's hitting the fan, that's when you see the true individual. All he is. It's alright when you've got everything in place and everything's flowing. When shit hits the fan and you're in a very fucked up situation that you don't like being in, your real character shines through. And because he's just lost all his platforms, I don't know whether he's got them back, I'm not even asked. Do you understand? But the point I'm making is, because he lost them all, it's just revealed the true nature of him. It's like he doesn't have to, I've lost it. And he's just being himself now. You're witnessing him. When he's being pleasant, oh hi, having a little joke, high as a kite off his coke, everything's in place, yeah. And then when he's on his come down, DHB, Corey, DG, Darren, Birdman, Evil Queen. He just fucking comes at everyone when he's on a come down. He's gone for everyone, hasn't he? Everyone's been touched. You can't continue to bully them. Because your people will see, I can go at Darren when I want. I can attack Darren all fucking day. That's where he's at now. He'll be blaming me for losing his accounts. He'll be blaming me for all the supporters coming over here, watching me, listening to the truth about him and fucking him off. I'll be getting the blame for all this. That'll be making that hatred that he's got for me. And because he's not a fucking man, because he's got no fucking strength, he hasn't had the ability in his mind to go, you know what, fuck Darren Gee off. It's consuming me fucking energy. It's consuming me mind. It's consuming me life. I need to drop this. He hasn't had the strength to do it. And because he never done that, I have. I don't sit here hating Sam Walker. He wakes up every single morning. What's he doing? What's he said? Hating, watching me. I can't do nothing. If I was a snitch, I'd go to the police. Honest. Because it's horrendous what he's doing. If he would have been doing this to any of, listen to this, and I'm telling you this fucking fact. If he would have been doing what he's been doing to me for the past 8 years, if he would have done that to DHB or Corey, they done live themselves. Trust me. And that's what you're dealing with that. He's fucking with people's mental health all the fucking time, and he knows he's fucking with the mental health. Have you ever been stalked? Have you ever been harassed, intense by something you don't know what's there? It's horrendous, mate. It's horrendous. And you think you block one account, there's another one. You turn over the page, there's a comment harassing you. You go on live, come off live, constant. And it's him. Well-funded criminal. Who's he funded by? Speaking about. When he's got me, who did I start speaking about the last couple of weeks before he kicked in? The reason he's got my attention is so I stop speaking about them. It's the only reason he does it. He's paid. I believe it's this one fella in South Africa who I'm going to do an update on. Very naughty criminal called Paul from the South End. I believe it's him. Anyway, turn up, spark and then put him to bed forever, move on. Yup. I've just done a lot of my life in prison. I said to my people that understand, just put this example in your head, mate, right? Look at the state of him. He's not ready, he needs 6 months, okay? So say I just went and found him now. Hypothetically here, I could do. If he had the ability and knew his address, I would do. Do Do you understand? I'm not a soft cunt. I'm not walking into a lion's den. Do you think if I go to Spain and go to his address, he's just going to be in there? That'd be fucking stupid, mate. You know, if he came to the UK though and gave me his address and said he'd be there by himself, I'd go. But let's come away from that. I'm not going to fight him. He's a dickhead. Just leave it there, he's just a fucking helmet, mate. I can't even start getting dragged back into it. He's not getting none of me no more. He can sit there hating his little cesspit of a mind. He can start taking it out on his people around him because he's not getting what he wants off me anymore. That's what's going to happen. If I continue to speak on this, it's what he wants. The minute I shut up on it, you'll see him then looking for a different target. He's probably already looking for another target. He's probably got targets now as he's hating on me. And his targets will be some of yous. I think there might be some of yous in here now that watch him. But because he's in a bit of a mess now, he's not doing his regular lives. He's not his fresh Sam because his head's gone over this situation that he's created. So he's left a void and I'm in that space, not intentionally. I'm just going live, and because he's got no accounts, I'm not getting shut down as regular. That's all it is. I'm not getting harassed as much because he's not as relevant on social media now. It's like when he goes to jail. No one harasses me. No harassment. He gets out of jail, it's intense, mate. And that's where the fight's been with me today. That's how I fight, mate. Mentally, spiritually. If you want to go into a psychological war with me, be fucking careful, mate, because I'll leave you in a mess psychologically. I'm raised in that psychological fucking atmosphere, aren't I? It's what institutions are. The psychological units. Every single fucking unit you go in custody is a psychological fucking unit, mate.